Hi guys, Bob for Bob's Movie Review here, and hopefully you can see me behind this giant stack of movies. I recently had a request to do a Steelbook Collection update, and I haven't done one in over a year, so I figured I'd go ahead and do it. This will also include any other metal packs, Neo packs, all that kind of stuff, but it's primarily Steelbooks. If you guys are interested to see too if I've done like any other videos, like unboxings or reviews and stuff, I'm not really going to mention it because it'll just take too much time, but just search for the movies on my channel. A lot of these I've unboxed, and many of them I've reviewed as well, so they're really in no particular order here. In fact, one good thing about this was I'm trying to get all my Steelbook collection organized and put away and everything, and they were just kind of like stacks here and stacks there, and when I decided to move them all, they just never really got back in order or anything. So this is going to give me a great opportunity to go ahead and go through them all and put them in order. So I think the first one we're going to do is Fargo. This is the most recent release. I just picked this one up this week. This one's available at, most retailers. It's not exclusive. This is the 20th anniversary edition. And I was kind of thinking, after I made my unboxing video, this is a Shout Factory release. I'm not sure that I have any other Shout Factory Steelbooks. Do they release Steelbooks very often? I can't really think of any. And this is kind of like a crime drama movie. And it's been such a long time since I've seen this. It's 20 years old, and I probably saw it fairly soon after it was released. So I'm not really going to try to talk too much about this movie, but really cool artwork on here. And it has great inside artwork as well. And good back art, but if you guys want to see that, just check out my unboxing. Alright, so we got Watchmen. Now, I don't know if this one was exclusive anywhere. I don't think it was. I picked this up at a pawn shop for like $5. And it's been a while since I've seen this movie, but this was kind of before the big comic book craze started. I remember this movie was super long and I wasn't a big fan of it, but I'll have to watch it again. This is also the director's cut. So, yep. You got Jake Gyllenhaal's Southpaw. This is kind of like a more modern take on the Rocky. I mean, it feels a lot like Rocky. This Steelbook 2 was also a wide release, so it was available at multiple retailers, I believe. I really enjoyed this movie, though. It was Jake Gyllenhaal's wife gets killed, and he becomes like an alcoholic or drug addict or something, and then he has to work his way back into becoming the greatest boxer of all time. That's a good one, definitely worth watching. Resident Evil Degeneration. Were these Walmart exclusive? They released a whole set of like all the Resident Evils that had been out at the time. It was quite a while ago, so it was 10 or so less than there are now, but I went ahead and just picked up this one because I didn't have it. It was the animated movie, and I tried watching it, but I just really couldn't get into it. Evil Dead, this is the remake. I don't remember what year this one came out. 2013 it says on the back. This was one of my first like limited edition steelbooks that I really picked up. I've only been collecting steelbooks for a short amount of time. I never really knew what they were or understood that there were so many released every year. But this is the remake of the Evil Dead. This one was exclusively available at Target, and I had seen on eBay that the prices on them were kind of going up. And I found one in the store, so I was like, you know what, I'll just go ahead and pick it up. I did see this one in theaters, and I have watched it since. It was very gruesome, was the thing. Very shockingly gruesome. It was a good movie, though. I did definitely enjoy it if you guys can get past the gruesomeness of it. It was a great-looking steelbook as well. Alright, G.I. Joe Retaliation 3D. I think this one was a Walmart exclusive. It says limited edition 2013. Again, this was, I think back then, at least locally, you could find steelbooks after release because, again, I didn't know anything about it, and I kept seeing it at Walmart, and eventually I picked it up. I have not seen this one. I did try to watch it once and I fell asleep. I think people did not like this one quite as much as the first one, but it does have The Rock, so it can't be all bad. Then we have Guardians of the Galaxy. This is the Best Buy exclusive version, which does include 3D. I guess there's been some debate between me and some of you out there. This Steelbook, to me, is just kind of really uninspired. It's just a picture of a Walkman with a tape, and like, I don't know, it just seems like they could have made it so much better. The first time I watched this movie, I didn't really enjoy it. Second time, I liked it quite a bit more. The second one's coming out here pretty soon. I think it has a much more interesting looking Steelbook, although I still don't love the artwork on it. I didn't enjoy that movie very much, though. Alright, next up we have Christmas Vacation, the greatest Christmas movie ever made. This one had to be a wide release, right? I picked mine up at Best Buy, but I don't think it was exclusive to Best Buy. And actually, I pre-ordered it for in-store pickup, and they didn't have it, and it said to pick it up. So the guy actually went over to the next Best Buy over and got it and gave it to us for free for our inconvenience. One of my favorite all-time movies, and definitely my favorite Christmas movie. Just a hilarious comedy about family all getting together for Christmas and everything that goes wrong. Great movie there. 22 Jump Street. This was the Target version. Pretty cool artwork on the front with them standing on that Camaro. Although, it's got to be photoshopped or something because the Camaro looks tiny compared to them. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but yeah, so this was the Target exclusive. I didn't care for this movie. I just thought the first one was so good, and the second one, it wasn't very funny, and they tried too hard, and it just, to me, I did not enjoy that one very much. Alright, SpongeBob. This was actually this was a Hastings exclusive. They've gone out of business now, but it was an okay Steelbook. It was really overpriced, and I really didn't enjoy the movie. The whole thing of this was SpongeBob out of water. Now, I'm not really familiar with SpongeBob. I think it's after my time, so I've never really seen it, but the out of water part where it was like 3D animated and everything, it wasn't very long. It was kind of cool. I did like that part, but definitely not really a movie for me. It Follows. I think this one also had a wide release. I'm sorry if I get any of this information wrong. I have a million Steelbooks here. I can't remember everything. If anybody wants to count these two, that'd be awesome. So It Follows. This was a horror movie that really got a lot of buzz. A lot of people really enjoyed this one. I thought it was a good movie, but like always, I think the internet just kind of overhyped it. It's basically about this sexually transmitted entity, whatever you want to call it, and you got to give it to other people before it kills you. And it was really interesting. I don't know that I really can think of a movie that was like it. I did definitely enjoy it though, and a pretty cool looking Steelbook. All right, we've got my only DVD Steelbook. I remember getting this one at Hastings used quite a few years ago. This is Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Really interesting movie from 74, I think it is. Yeah, 74. Really just strange movie with strange characters. And yeah, if you've never seen this one, definitely check that out. It's definitely different. Next up, this was the Target exclusive, Terminator Genisys. I have yet to rewatch this. I'd have to look. I don't know if I have the most copies of this movie or Jurassic Park, because I got the Steelbook, I got the 3D, I got the Best Buy lenticular, and I want to say that I had the standard Blu-ray, but I want to say I gave that away. This movie, I really need to rewatch this movie. A lot of people just did not enjoy it for so many reasons. I thought it was a fun story myself. I didn't see anything wrong with it. But maybe if I rewatch it, I'll see it a little differently. Unfortunately, this movie killed the planned trilogy. I would have really looked forward to seeing the story completed. But a really great looking steelbook, and you have Emilia Clarke on the back. One of the best backs on a steelbook. What do we have next? The Maze Runner. This one was a Best Buy exclusive. Now, this was the first Maze Runner, right? Yeah, the first Maze Runner. Now, this didn't release when the movie released. This came out when the second Maze Runner steelbook was released. They released this one as well. I haven't really heard anything about the third one yet, but I really liked this one. This one was a really interesting story. It's based on a series of books, and these kids are just kind of dropped into this area, and there's this maze all around them with monsters and stuff. It's a really interesting movie. I definitely enjoyed it. The steelbook, I mean, it's pretty mediocre, to be honest. All right, now I got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is the first one they released, and this is the Best Buy exclusive version. They did do like a re-release, I think, and it didn't have the embossing on it, so this is definitely the version you want. A really cool steelbook. I think this one was one that sold out pretty quick, and again, I think back in 2014 it is. I just think steelbooks weren't as popular, like people didn't know as well, because my channel wasn't focusing on them. But they sold out pretty quickly, so it was a hard one to get, I think, there. Spectre. You guys will have to correct me if I'm wrong. Was this a Best Buy exclusive? Spectre 007. I have watched this, but I really don't remember much about it. I'm not a huge James Bond or spy movie fan. They just all feel so similar, and I get so bored watching them. And to me, the steelbook was just extremely mediocre, almost all black, and then it has like this little indentation there for a bullet hole. Spectre. So we got the RoboCop director's cut, and I want to say this was a wide release on this one. I don't believe I've watched the director's cut or the remastered version or anything of this yet. It's a cool enough looking steelbook, but I think it's kind of generic. So that also brings us to the RoboCop remake. This was a Target exclusive, I believe, and this is a metal pack instead of a steelbook. So it's a little different on the spine as the main difference. I think this is a great looking steelbook though. It's kind of a plain finish, and then you have the RoboCop character and the RoboCop there. And I thought this was a decent enough remake. I mean, obviously it's not as good as the original, but I remember kind of liking this one. It's been a while though, so. All right, we got X-Men Apocalypse. This was a Best Buy exclusive. Unfortunately, it didn't include any kind of 3D or anything. Was this movie released in 3D? I don't even remember. And I've never been a huge fan of the X-Men movies, and I think a lot of people just kind of discount the X-Men compared to like the Marvel Studios and even some of the DC movies. I actually kind of like this one more than Days of Future Past. I wasn't a huge fan of Days of Future Past, although the villain on this one was not great. This was the Target exclusive American Sniper. I love the artwork on this. I love this steelbook. I also really love this movie. It's about Chris Kyle, an American sniper who I don't know. They've said there's a lot of propaganda in this movie and that he wasn't really the great guy they made him out to be. I don't really know, but if he's anything like this portrayed in this movie, it's a great movie. I don't know if he was in Iraq or I can't remember now. It's been so while. It's a really great movie though, either way. Lucy, I believe this was also a Target exclusive Scarlett Johansson sci-fi action movie where this drug is put in. I can't remember why they put this drug inside of her, like to transport it, and then it like breaks open and she becomes like this superhuman where she's able to use more of her brain and she can do all these crazy things, although a lot of them didn't make a lot of sense and seemed to change the rules throughout the movie constantly. I don't remember being a huge fan of this one. Also, this Steelbook, I think in other countries they got a lot cooler Steelbook where her face kind of went up to the spine, and then when you opened it, the rest of her face was on the back. It was just more interesting, I think, than this one. Now we have another Target exclusive. This is the, what's the name of this? Fury Steelbook with Brad Pitt. I really enjoyed this one. It's a World War II tank, whatever. I don't know what you call it exactly, like a tank. Bunch of guys on a tank, okay. So just a really great acted movie. Really enjoyable to watch. And a pretty nice looking Steelbook too on that one. I believe this one was also a Target exclusive, Back to the Future trilogy. Was this like a, oh yeah, 30th anniversary of it. Really cool to have this on Steelbook, although Zavvi did get some cool ones too. I did really like those. I wasn't able to pick any of them up. I think they had a trilogy set and individual ones. There's some great artwork on those. But this one's pretty cool. It's not the greatest artwork, but I definitely like it. 3 of my all-time favorite movies. This is the Best Buy exclusive, The Hateful Eight from Quentin Tarantino. A kind of a cool artwork on this. I have not seen this one yet, so I really can't say much about it. Should be a Target exclusive, I believe. San Andreas. This is a fun movie, although, I mean, it has The Rock, and it's one of those disaster action movies. And, I think these movies are pretty similar, and they are enjoyable to watch for the same reasons. They have the fun action, they have the sad story, and everything. But definitely like this one. I've seen it 2 or 3 times already. I want to say I got this, and I got the 3D version. Can't remember, though. All right, I got the Men in Black 3. Is this Men in Black? Oh, yeah, Men in Black 3. I got this one on eBay. This is like the Future Shop, I think it is. Yeah, Future Shop exclusive, so that's like Best Buy in Canada, I think. But it's region free, so it should work anywhere. I've yet to watch this one. What did you guys think of it? I think I also picked up just the Blu-ray trilogy, so I could go back and watch them all. This is the Target exclusive Big Hero 6 from Disney. I definitely thought this was a great movie about, I think it was, it's been so long. When did this come out? 2015. I think it was his brother creates this, it's almost like a robot type thing, and his brother is killed, and he kind of takes it over. It was a good one. I definitely enjoyed it, but it's been so long, I can't remember exactly. This is a Best Buy exclusive, Fantastic Four. Just one of the worst movies ever made. It's just so boring and nonsensical. I don't know what they were thinking, and it's just well known for being terrible. The Steelbook even is terribly plain. Best Buy exclusive Thor: The Dark World. This one does include 3D. Again, it's been so long since I've seen this one, but I remember kind of liking it. Although I've never seen the first Thor. I really need to go back and watch that one at some point. Really cool artwork on that. Like the way they did that one. We have Maze Runner: The Scorched Trials. This was also the Best Buy exclusive. They made this one and the first one to kind of be matching. In this one, they're trying to get across the desert to get to some building or something. I don't know. I didn't care for this one as much. All right, this one's a great one here. We have Wolf Cop. This is the Zavvi exclusive. And it's region B locked, so I can't even watch it, but I have it on Blu-ray anyways. Great movie that I really enjoyed. A low-budget horror, but it has like a cult following, so they're able to get like this cool Steelbook version. There's even been some other kind of limited versions released. Pretty cool movie if you've never seen it, and a cool Steelbook for sure. All right, we're gonna go through these quickly here. These are the Real Heroes Universal versions, and some of these I've unboxed on video. Some of them I had recorded that I never posted, and I lost them when my hard drive died. So yeah, I got Wanted with Angelina Jolie. I should have the whole US release collection on these. There last year I forgot a couple of them inside, so they were missing on there, but I should have them all now. Van Helsing, Shaun of the Dead, Serenity. I don't think I've ever seen Serenity. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. I wasn't really a big fan of that one. It's kind of like a video game. Scarface, great movie. The Mummy, that's a pretty good one too. Jurassic Park, one of the greatest movies ever made. The Bourne Identity. I think I saw this one. Again, I wasn't really a fan. Blues Brothers. That's not one of my favorites. Big Lebowski, pretty good bowling comedy. Pitch Black, it's been forever since I've seen that one. Paul, this one's a funny one where they find this alien and Seth Rogen plays the voice of the alien. King Kong, again, it's been so long since I've seen that one. I just remember Jack Black was in it and there was a character named Jack, and I was like, that had to be confusing. The Incredible Hulk, I'm not sure that I ever saw this one. And also the Hulk. Will they ever make another Hulk movie? The Chronicles of Riddick. It's been so long since I've seen that. Bourne Ultimatum, I don't believe I've seen that one. The Bourne Supremacy. Hot Fuzz. I always liked Shaun of the Dead much more than this one. I never understand people who say this one's better. It's not. Hellboy 2, I don't believe I've seen that one yet. Fast and Furious, it's a classic. Doom, I remember kind of liking this one, although it's been a really long time. 2005. And Death Race, pretty cool movie with Jason Statham, where if they win the race so many times or whatever, they get out of prison. Something like that. I don't remember exactly. We got a lot left still here, guys. Interstellar. Where was this one? Can't remember if this one was Best Buy or Target. It was a really interesting movie with Matthew McConaughey where he goes to space. And I did enjoy this one. I don't think it was as good as people hyped it out to be. Great artwork there on the Steelbook, though. Sharknado. This is also a Zavvi exclusive. So again, I can't watch it, but I do have it on Blu-ray anyways. This movie is just so stupidly awesome. And I wish they would give up on the franchise because they're just getting worse and worse. But great artwork here on this Steelbook. Shaun of the Dead. Now, I don't know where this was from. I got this in the horror pack. It's a Canadian release. It's an okay Steelbook. Not the greatest artwork on that. Got the Best Buy exclusive John Wick Steelbook. Now, when they released, this one did not come out when the movie originally released. They released it at the same time as the second movie, although they don't really match. But I really enjoyed this one. A great action movie with Keanu Reeves, where he's like trying to kill everybody, basically. And I'm going to just go ahead and, I can see it right here. I'm going to go ahead and grab John Wick Chapter 2. This was also a Best Buy exclusive. I have yet to see this one. I really need to watch it, but I just haven't got around to it yet. We'll run through these real quick. We got the Star Wars ones that came out not that long ago. These ones had a wide release, so they were available in lots of stores. We got Return of the Jedi, The Phantom Menace, Revenge of the Sith, The Empire Strikes Back, Attack of the Clone Wars, and A New Hope. I started these. I got through the first one. Really need to watch the rest. And then we got, this is the Best Buy exclusive, Star Wars The Force Awakens. Unfortunately on this one they didn't release the 3D, and they waited actually several months to release the 3D version. But this is a great movie. I really loved it. Pretty great artwork. Some people complain that the artworks, they don't really match. I mean, they're similar, but they aren't a perfect match. But these are from Fox and these are from Disney, so It's kind of expected. This one is a wide release. Were these like, I can't remember what they called these. Were these... No, I can't remember what they called. They had a whole series of these, maybe even 2 series of these releases. I don't remember how I got this one, because I wasn't a huge fan of them, and I already have this movie. I think I found it really cheap or something, so I just went ahead and picked it up. This is Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. I already talked about this one because I had another Steelbook, but it's Michael Cera trying to beat the girl's ex-boyfriends or something and become the new boyfriend. This is a Best Buy exclusive Gods of Egypt 3D Steelbook. I haven't seen this one. People said it's pretty terrible, but I mean, just amazing artwork on this Steelbook, so I had to get it. A lot of people ask me why I buy so many Steelbooks. They're just fun to buy. They're really great to have. Unbroken, this was the Best Buy exclusive version. I have not watched this yet, so I'm not really going to talk about it. Furious 7, this was probably Best Buy exclusive. Okay, Steelbook, they made it to match the rest. The movie was pretty terrible. Creed, I want to say this was a Target exclusive version, where Creed's illegitimate son, played by Michael B. Jordan, is a boxer, and he wants Rocky to train him. I really enjoyed this one. I thought it kept me guessing, and things I thought would happen didn't happen. So I really like that one, guys. Fun boxing movie. Top Gun, this one I believe had a wide release. This is the 30th anniversary edition. One of Tom Cruise's better movies, where he plays a fighter pilot, and he's like in the Top Gun training, and it was a good movie. Pretty cool looking Steelbook there too. The Last Witch Hunter, I think that was a Best Buy version with Vin Diesel, where he's like uses magic and stuff to hunt witches. It's pretty mediocre, to say the least. I got a Mondo Steelbook here of Reservoir Dogs. This is a Tarantino, right? It has Steve Buscemi in it, and they're like bank robbers. I don't remember a whole lot about it. It's been quite a few years since I've seen it, but this is the Mondo Steelbook, and these are actually numbered. This is not hand numbered, but this is like 13th in the series. I only have a couple of them, but they're really cool. They have these plastic slip covers when you buy them to protect them, which is really neat. I wish they would do that on all of them. I want to say this one had a wide release. It's Zoolander, the blue Steelbook. Really funny movie where Ben Stiller plays a model who's kind of retarded, but this one released around the time as the second movie. Cool looking Steelbook there. It also came with some other cool stuff. You guys want to check out that unboxing, see all the cool stuff it came with. This should be the Best Buy exclusive Tom Cruise Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. I had some friends over to watch this, and I was kind of cooking when we watched it, so I missed a lot of it. Some great stunts, but again, it's just another one of those spy movies that I feel get so repetitive. Interstellar, now this was either, because there was a Best Buy and a Target, I can't remember which. This one's actually one of those quad-fold Neo packs, and it looks like it included some sort of book too. And then they were including the film cells. So, great Christopher Nolan movie. Okay, we got another one of those Target Mondo Steelbooks here of Highlander. I've never seen this movie, and I only just got it because it was, I was trying to collect more of them. This is number 14. Fast and the Furious 6. This should have been a Walmart exclusive. This one I think is the worst Fast and the Furious, probably. Well, other than Tokyo Drift. Just so stupid. The Steelbook looks alright though. This I believe was a Best Buy exclusive. Amazing Spider-Man 2 with the Magno, or what do they call it, a Magno case or whatever. It's a Neo case, quad fold. And it came with a comic book there. Also includes the 3D version. a lot of people just really didn't enjoy this movie. It kind of killed the franchise until Marvel Studios brought it back. I liked it. I didn't think it was anywhere near as bad as people make it out to be. I did just recently watch like Everything Wrong with It or whatever they call those videos, and they had some good points, but at the same time, sometimes you just gotta sit down and watch a movie. Unfortunately, though, there were a lot of sequels and spin-offs and stuff planned that all got killed. We got the Psycho Steelbook. Went ahead and picked this one up because I didn't have this even on Blu-ray, so this artwork's kind of neat, and a really great movie about Norman Bates, who's crazy, to say the least. If you guys haven't seen that one, you should definitely check it out. This is, I don't know where these were available at, but this is the German exclusive Saw, is it 10th anniversary? Yeah, 10th anniversary Steelbook. I had to pick this one up just because I love the artwork so much. I kept bidding on them on eBay, and they just kept going over what I wanted to pay. Finally, I just bought it. I just love that all red look, and they got the girl in the trap there on the cover. I did also buy the poster of this, just because I love that artwork so much. I think the movie is like genius. It was such a good idea, and it's just so low budget, so simple, and it made so much money. All the sequels are terrible, but the first one, straight out of Compton, this should have been a Target exclusive about NWA. I never actually watched it. I definitely want to, but I haven't watched it. Sin City, A Dame to Kill For, 3D. This is the second Sin City. I'm guessing this must have been a Best Buy version. What's his name? Frank Miller, Sin City. I wasn't a big fan of the first one. I really need to rewatch it. Maybe I'll like it more, but it's like based on a graphic novel, and it's kind of like black and white with color thrown in, and I don't know. I have to watch that at some point. Dracula Untold. This was I want to say Walmart exclusive story of Dracula. It was okay. Really neat looking steelbook though. District 9. I picked this. I don't know if these were Best Buy exclusive. I think they were. I picked this one up on. Did I pick this up on eBay, or I might have bought it from Best Buy online? Not the greatest looking steelbook, but a really interesting movie from, I can't think of his name, Neil Blomkamp, and about, definitely check that out if you haven't seen it already. Deadpool, this was a Best Buy exclusive. Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool. I have yet to finish this one, but from what I saw, it wasn't my kind of movie. I don't know, people love it, but what do they know? Let's see, we got The Hangover. I don't know if, and The Hangover 2, I don't know if these were exclusive anywhere. I bought them later, after they were released. Hangover is kind of one of those great comedies where they all get drunk and then they're trying to remember the next day what happened because they lose one of their friends. The Hangover 2 was the exact same movie, only worse. Wish they would have had a Hangover 3 steelbook to match those. Alright, The Gambler with Mark Wahlberg. This should have been a Target version. I don't know. He's like a teacher and he's addicted to gambling and wasn't very good. Equalizer. This was a series, I think, that came out at Best Buy, and they were advertised as steelbooks, and I got it. I pre-ordered it, and it was a metal pack. In some countries, though, these were steelbooks, so I'm not really sure what happened there. I've yet to see this one. It's Denzel Washington, some kind of crazy vigilante or something. I'm not sure exactly, but nice looking artwork there. I think that was the pop art when the pop art started. Now, I can't remember for sure because this one's pretty old. This is one of my earlier steelbooks. This is 2012, but I don't think... Is it that old? 2012, 5 years ago? I believe this was a Target version. And a really great Steven Spielberg movie about an alien who comes to Earth, crash lands or something, and a bunch of kids take care of him. Great movie. Cool looking steelbook too. That's actually going to be releasing in 4K pretty soon. Elysium, I believe this was also a Target version, with Matt Damon as this guy who's like trying to get to this, what did they have? It was some sort of planet or something, and they had this thing that could cure him because he got stuck in this factory thing. Whatever, I don't know. Also from Neil Blomkamp, a great movie. His trilogy is amazing. Elysium, District 9, and Chappie, also Target exclusive from Neil Blomkamp. It was one of my favorite movies ever. It was so amazing about this robot who is given artificial intelligence, but only because he's about, like, the battery's about to run out. It's a great movie. If you haven't seen that one, definitely check it out. Love the look of the Steelbook as well. I believe this was a Best Buy exclusive. This is XXX, Return of Xander Cage. This is the third one, but only the second one with Vin Diesel. I never saw the second one. And it has all the over-the-top action you would expect, but to me it just is too ridiculous, and Vin Diesel is too terrible. Mad Max Fury Road. Can't remember if this was Target, but pretty interesting movie. The only thing that I dislike about it is it's basically like they're trying to drive to one place, they get there, then they just drive back, and that's like the whole movie, but it's definitely interesting, a very cool look. Some countries got a 3D version, unfortunately we didn't here. I don't know if I don't think I have, let's see. Oh, they're all together, okay. So these just recently were released. The Transformers 10th Anniversary Edition, 10th anniversary of the first one. So they released all four of them. You got Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, Transformers Dark of the Moon, and Transformers Age of Extinction. This one was terrible. They brought the Dinobots in, but made them horrible. I remember this one was okay, although there were obviously things I didn't like about them. I really disliked this one, and this one was pretty good. 1 out of 4, that's not bad, right? 1 out of 4 worth watching. Alright, we got the Looper, Mondo Steelbook. This was another one that I've never seen. It's Joseph Gordon-Levitt and can't think of his name. What's his name? Bruce Willis. Time travel movie. Looks interesting. I've just yet to get around to it. And going back to time travel, we have the Target exclusive Edge of Tomorrow, or as the name was changed to Live, Die, Repeat, whatever you want to call it. This was a really good movie. I also picked up the 3D version of this, but Tom Cruise is like, these aliens have attacked Earth and they're trying to defeat him, and they're like able to travel through time or something, and then somehow he gets the ability. He has to keep reliving the same day over and over, trying to figure out how to win the war. It was really, actually had some really funny moments. Really, really interesting overall. Get the Best Buy exclusive. I picked this one up like Black Friday or something. They had it cheap. Divergent. I've never seen any of these. So go ahead and pick that one up. This is also the Best Buy exclusive Mission Impossible Collection. It's pretty cool. A huge, thick steelbook with all the movies. Mission Impossible, Mission Impossible 2, Mission Impossible 3, Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, and Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. That's a cool box, at least. I've never even seen most of those, though. Let's see, did I get all these together? Yeah. I do actually have to order some of these cases. I always get these on eBay. I'm a few short right now, and lots of steelbooks coming out, so I gotta get some. These just recently released, the John Carpenter collection, They Live. I've never seen this one, and these are a wide release, so they're available at multiple retailers. The Fog. I think I've seen The Fog. I know I've seen the remake and Escape from New York. I've never seen that. Great looking steelbooks. And they're supposed to be a limited production of only 10,000 units each, so pretty cool. This is the Best Buy exclusive This is a fairly recent release. Let's see if I can get them out. It includes the Andrew Garfield trilogy and the Tobey Maguire trilogy, plus a new version of Spider-Man 3. Extended cut or editor's cut. I can't remember what they called it. Pretty cool. The only thing I don't like is the way they package this, so that if you put those steelbooks in there together, they're going to rub and scratch. So I put a protector on one, but now it won't shut right. So wish they would have done something a little different there on the box. This I want to say was Best Buy exclusive Star Trek Beyond. Can't remember the exact plot of this one, but I did enjoy it. I think all three of those Star Treks are pretty enjoyable. You get the Target exclusive War Dogs, about these guys who like build this empire selling guns to the US government. It's a really interesting movie. Definitely liked it. I think that one's based on a true story. Space Jam, this was a wide release. Michael Jordan has to play aliens or something, and he has Looney Tunes characters with him. I've never seen this one, actually. You can check it out. This should be a Target exclusive. Batman Return of the Caped Crusaders. It's kind of the Adam West style, but in a cartoon. I really need to see that one, but I haven't yet. Batman the Killing Joke. I tried to watch this one a couple times. I haven't made it all the way through. It's another Target exclusive version. I think this is like, because it's rated R, so it's kind of famous or whatever for that. Alright, Best Buy exclusive Lego Batman the movie. This is a fun movie. I did watch this one. They did originally, we're going to have a 4K version, I think, and it got canceled or something. So I had to just get the Blu-ray. Only a Best Buy version of Logan. It's kind of a, like at first I was just like, oh man, that's a stupid looking steelbook. But I found out that it's from one of the Marvel artists drew it, so I gave it a chance, and I definitely did enjoy this movie. Although to me it feels less like a superhero movie, but it's great movie overall, I think. This is another like Neopac style, and they were releasing a bunch of these, and I saw some at Best Buy, and then like they took them off the shelves. I'm not really sure what the deal was with that, but this is Batman. Great movie. My favorite Batman. Cool packaging there on that one. This was a Best Buy exclusive of Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice. Has this reversible artwork and a Ultimate Edition with 30 more minutes, which I've never watched. I did see this in theaters. I hated this movie. It's so terrible. We got the Avengers Age of Ultron. This is a Best Buy exclusive. Includes 3D. I have yet to watch this one. I keep hearing I really need to see it. And the Avengers are some of my favorite Marvel movies. This is the first Avengers movie. Avengers. This is a Best Buy exclusive. What you had to do actually was they had these steelbooks. And I think this was kind of before they became extremely popular. They had these steelbooks on the shelf before the movie released, and you'd buy it for like $7 or $9 or something like that, and then that was also went towards your pre-order of the movie. So you got this for free, but you had to pre-order the movie basically. So if you didn't ever go pick up the movie, then you paid $7 for this steelbook. It's a cool looking steelbook and one of my favorite Marvel movies. Best Buy exclusive Ant-Man. This one have 3D, and this one has 3D. It was a fun movie. I definitely liked Michael Pena in this one. I didn't love... what's his name? I'm blanking on names. Anyways, the star of this movie, Paul Rudd. I didn't love him in this at all. It was an okay movie. This steelbook was like one of the worst designed Marvel steelbooks of all time. It's just supposed to look like a hard drive with Ant-Man breaking through it. Why? This one, I believe this one had a wide release. This is the Anchorman and Anchorman 2. And I believe it was re-released at one point too. Steelbook with both movies. I don't know. I guess I'm of the majority. I never enjoyed the Anchorman. I mean, it was okay, but I was never a huge fan of Anchorman. And I thought Anchorman 2 was great. Alright, let's see. We got This is a Best Buy exclusive just recently. The new live action / animation version of Beauty and the Beast. I have yet to watch this one. Okay looking steelbook, not the greatest artwork there. This has to be a Best Buy exclusive. Snow White and the Huntsman 4K version. So they took Snow White, what was it called? Oh, this one's Winter's War. So they had that Snow White and the Huntsman, and they just took out whatever her name is. I'm blanking on everybody's names, I'm sorry. Kristen Stewart, they took her out and made this one. I've heard this one isn't any better, so I haven't watched it. We got the Ash vs. Evil Dead, Season 1. I think this should be a Best Buy exclusive, I believe. But this wasn't a steelbook, this was a metal pack, and it had this cool embossing here on the chainsaw. Season 2 steelbook's going to be releasing later this month. Best Buy exclusive Assassin's Creed 4K steelbook. Turning the game into a movie. I don't know, I fell asleep during it. Another Best Buy exclusive, Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. I like this one too, it was fun. I mean, I remember Ninja Turtles when I was a kid. And yeah, Michael Bay ruined a lot of stuff, but I thought it was a fun movie. Alright, Best Buy exclusive, this is another one that didn't release until the second movie. Now You See Me. It's a good movie that had a terrible ending that ruined the movie. About all these illusionists. And then also Best Buy exclusive Now You See Me 2. I've never watched this one. Is the second one any better than the first one? Let me know what you guys think. We got Ghostbusters, Best Buy exclusive 4K 3D combo pack. Ghostbusters 2016, the all-female cast. That was a pretty terrible movie altogether. Fate of the Furious. This was a Best Buy exclusive version. I actually kind of feel like this one brought back the franchise a little bit. It was on the ridiculous level, but it kind of had a better story, and I felt like in a lot of ways dialed it down the ridiculousness a little bit. There's also a Best Buy exclusive here, the 4K version of Ghost in the Shell with Scarlett Johansson. I thought this was a pretty interesting movie. I liked it a lot more than I thought I was going to. It's based off an anime of the same name. And in it, the girl's brain or whatever is put inside of an android. It's interesting for sure. I believe these were only available at Best Buy, but these were released later, and a whole bunch of steelbooks got released of the Martian extended edition. I really did enjoy this movie, but I feel like they kind of really milked it, because I got the 3D version when it released, then they later came out with the 4K version, and I got that, and then they later released the extended edition, and I didn't pick that up until they got the steelbook version of it. So I have 3 versions, but none of them are really overlapping, because there's a 3D and a 4K and an extended, so it's kind of annoying. I've only watched the standard version, I believe. But just a really great movie where Matt Damon is stuck on Mars. If only they would stick him there in real life. Hercules. I think this was a Walmart exclusive, and I never picked this up, but then they got them in their 788 bins or whatever, so I went ahead and picked it up. I haven't seen this one. The Rock as Hercules. Target exclusive version of Finding Dory. Okay artwork on this. I've never seen it though. Popcorn. This was exclusive from Synapse Films. You had to go on their website to order it. Only 3,000 produced, and it was like $30-some or $40 or something. Kind of an interesting horror movie. You have to check out my review if you guys want to know what that's about. Best Buy exclusive 4K version of Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, right? Yeah, this was the prequel to Harry Potter. I haven't watched it. For Best Buy exclusive 4K version of Sing. This is an animated movie about a singing competition. I've seen parts of it, but I have not finished it yet. Target exclusive version of Sausage Party. I did not care for this movie at all. It's kind of immature. It's just all these, like the food in the grocery store is alive, and it's just really vulgar and sexual, and I don't know. I didn't care for it. I didn't think it was funny. These are Best Buy exclusive versions of Ghostbusters and Ghostbusters 2. I haven't seen these movies in forever, but I'm a big fan. I mean, I really like them. Neat artwork there on those. I want to say this was a Best Buy exclusive Independence Day Resurgence. A lot of people didn't enjoy this one, but they thought it was too similar to the original. I definitely thought it was a decent movie. It doesn't have Will Smith. 4K version from Best Buy of The Labyrinth with David Bowie. I've never seen that movie. We're getting down there, guys. These are, I believe, Best Buy versions of Insurgent and Allegiant. I've never seen any of these movies. Unfortunately, the last one got canceled. Kind of annoying. You can't finish them. Best Buy exclusive Kong Skull Island 4K. This is a recent release. I definitely enjoyed this one. A new telling of the King Kong. They have to go to Skull Island and find him, and there's all these other monsters, and John C. Reilly's amazing. It's a good one. If you guys haven't seen that yet, check that out. Best Buy exclusive Resident Evil The Final Chapter 4K. I haven't watched this one along with like the last three. They just keep making them. Underworld Blood Money, Best Buy exclusive 4K version. Unfortunately, like Sony really likes doing these pop art ones, and I'm not really a big fan of them. I haven't seen this. I don't think I've seen. I think I saw the first one when it came out, but I haven't seen any of the ones. Captain America: Winter Soldier, Best Buy exclusive 3D version. I remember really liking this one in theaters. I tried to watch it the other day and I fell asleep. But Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Shouldn't there be another Captain America? Don't tell me I'm still missing some. Alright, we got 10 Cloverfield Lane. Was this one a Best Buy? Or Target? I can't remember now. This was kind of like the sequel for some reason to Cloverfield. Had nothing to do with it, but I did really like it. It's a kind of a psychological thriller where these people are trapped in a bunker. 13 Hours, The Secret Soldiers of Benghazi. I think this one was from Best Buy. Wasn't it John Krasinski? Yeah, John Krasinski. I've never seen this one. I do definitely need to, though. Moana, only at Best Buy. Steelbook, I haven't seen this one. Definitely another one I need to see. Interesting artwork. Passengers, Best Buy exclusive 4K Steelbook. With Chris Pratt. I think this is one of Chris Pratt's better movies. Also with Jennifer Lawrence, where they're like traveling to a new planet like 90 years away or something. And he wakes up along the way. It was a good movie. I definitely enjoyed it. I feel like they could make a sequel either showing a whole new story at the ending or even a sequel showing a lot of the stuff that you miss. I would watch either or both. I believe this was a Target exclusive version of Power Rangers. I definitely enjoyed this movie. It was nowhere near as bad as I thought it would be. I'm never really watching the Power Rangers when I was a kid. I thought it was going to be terrible, but it was actually pretty enjoyable. Cool artwork on that. And Star Wars Rogue One 3D version from Best Buy. This is an interesting movie, but at the same time, I don't think it was as good as like the Star Wars 8, and this kind of like an offshoot. So it was a good movie, but nowhere near as good. So I think that's it. Although, shouldn't there be a Captain America Civil War? Hope that's the whole collection, guys. This video has to be super long. I feel like I'm going to pass out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, be sure to leave it a like rating. If you haven't already, subscribe for more videos. Check out the suggested videos, and I'll see you guys next time.